What's up, everybody? Back for another beer mail, and today I'll be unboxing a beer mail courtesy of a very good friend of mine and fellow BeerTuber, Kyle, over at No Hype Beer Review. So thank you very much, Kyle. I'll post a link in the description box to Kyle's channel, and I highly recommend going over there and giving him some love. He is a fantastic individual, and on top of that, he has a great channel. So I highly recommend, like I said, going over there, checking out his content, giving him a sub. Good dude, great reviews, and as you can see, he hooked me up this time around, as he always does. So I posted yesterday a vlog talking about how I took a 1 month break, and prior to that, like a week before, Kyle hit me up and was like, hey, Artisanal Brew Works, they're out of Sarasota Springs, they're releasing their Warheads sour beer series once again. Now, Kyle, a couple months ago, did all 5 of the Warheads beers from Artisanal Brew Works, and he had a little bit of a backstory, and he talked about them and whatnot, and it all sounded fantastic. So he was like, they're releasing them again. Do you want any? And I was like, yeah, I'd love to try them. So this is what he hooked me up with, 4 of those beers. He also hooked me up with a couple mystery / whodunit beers. And here's the thing. He sent it to me maybe a week into my break, and I told him I didn't have time to unbox it the day he sent, so I put them in the fridge. I took everything out of the box. I'm thinking these are sours and whatnot with the Warheads candy, so I wanted to give them the fridge. So I took everything out, unboxed it off camera, which is why you see them in front of you. I'm not unboxing them now, but I want to make sure they didn't explode or anything crazy happen. So when I opened up the box, I saw these 4, and I was like, that's awesome. Then I saw the 2, I was like, sweet. And then I saw this bad boy last, and I was like, come on, Kyle. Come on, Kyle. Too nice of a guy. So let's go through them real quick. So the 4 Artisanal Brew Works Warheads beers he sent me were the lemon, the blue raspberry, the watermelon, and the black cherry. The only one he didn't send is the green apple, and I remember him not enjoying the green apple, so I don't know if they didn't brew the green apple one again, or if he just didn't buy it because he wasn't a huge fan of it and he didn't want to send it out. Regardless, I'm fine with that because these other 4 sound awesome. Now, when it comes to these beers, as you can see, they're actually using the Warheads logo, and that's because Artisanal Brew Works has a relationship with Warheads. In fact, Warheads sent them the syrups for the candies for all of the beers. So they're the actual candy syrup used in all of these beers. They also use food coloring to kind of match the color. I believe for these 3, this base one is just the base sour itself, its color. For the lemon one, the green apple one also used the food coloring. So this is like the base non-food coloring sour from them with the lemon Warhead candy syrup. The rest have food coloring, but I'll review this one first just because it is kind of like the base look to it, and the lemon is just kind of, I won't say the most boring one, but just kind of the basic kind of sour. But these all sound awesome. I've now reviewed quite a few beers with like candies in them and stuff. This just sounds really cool, and I know Kyle was digging on a lot of them, and Kyle's not a huge sour guy, so I think that tells a lot about how good these beers are. Now, on top of that, he sent me, like I said, 2 mystery / whodunit beers. I don't know what these are, obviously. I can see in this one, it looks like a darker beer just because it's a bottle, but whatever, that doesn't mean anything. No idea, 16-ounce can, looks like a 12-ounce bottle. That's cool. Now, this one he sent, I've been talking to Kyle and other people, and like I really wanted to try this one. This was one of the variants that I think showed up in my area only in a couple places, and I went to other places and got the other variants. So this is the one I really wanted to try, and this is Goose Island, a Bourbon County brand Moon Cherry Stout. So this is the one brewed with, I believe, cherries, a couple other ingredients. I cannot believe that Kyle just sent this one my way. So thank you very much, Kyle. Yeah, that kind of blew my mind when I was opening the box. So, sometimes I don't do unboxings on camera because of situations like this where I'm not doing it right away. So I want to make sure stuff survives. But at the end of the day, I should have done this one on camera because my reaction to that one was like, holy shit, fucking fantastic. So it's a total of 7 beers here from Kyle, and yeah, I'm going to start reviewing these ones in the next week or 2, except for the Goose Island one. I'm going to save this. I'm going to do a Bourbon County week at some point in 2020. I don't know when. Might be like a week or 2 before the 2020 release of Bourbon County beers this year. Might be sometime in the middle of summer. I have no idea. I just have a lot of Bourbon County beers, a lot of variants that I want to drink, and I'm going to do it as part of a theme week at some point. I just don't know when. He also sent me the vanilla one last year, so I have the vanilla and this one, so yeah, pretty awesome stuff. So once again, thank you to Kyle for hooking me up with all this stuff. If you guys want like a little bit more history of the Artisanal Brew Works relationship with Warheads, Kyle has a video on his channel. If I remember, I'll link it in the description box along with his channel if you guys want to check it out. Obviously, when I review them, I'll go into a little bit more depth and detail of the background of it and whatnot, but these sound like just fun beers to try. And also, off camera here, Kyle sent me a bag of Warheads. I don't know if I'm gonna like review the beer and then maybe try the flavor at the end and see how close they got. It'll probably wreck my palate, depending on how many beers I'm reviewing in a single day. Sometimes I review 2 or 3. If I'm only reviewing 1, or maybe I'll save these to the end and then do it. I don't know. We'll see. But thanks again to Kyle for hooking me up with this one. Thanks to everybody else out there for stopping by for another beer mail. As you know, the beer reviews continue. They're going to start again tomorrow, and yeah, for the foreseeable future, because I like beer tubing, I love beer mail, and Kyle's a fantastic dude. So once again, thanks to everybody. Till the next one. Cheers.